picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle. Welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Tonight, the second of our 2 divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, break.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and 1, it's Milrow. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play for Seattle. 33 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got to hear 1st and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs, and now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd, and you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
To kick off for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Chimdike that time. And it's going to be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That one caught. It's Chimdike. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll look to throw yet again. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They face second down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession. And they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop. And they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Here's a handoff to Walker. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back to the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That one intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A big play to kick off this drive. And even 30 yards.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 11. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On play action, Milrow. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Milrow on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Thornton. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
That's good.
A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
At the 50-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now give to Walker, running right. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Eagles' 34-yard line.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Milroe. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Milroe. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And once again, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Milroe. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks.
And this is just high-level quarterback play touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now it's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 44.
He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it just past their 25.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Throwing now, Milrow on 1st down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
17-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Downfield, he's got Horton. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Now Milrow on 1st down. Looking middle, and there is Horton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
21-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Milrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Milrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd
All
down.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Left side and is caught by Horton. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Officially a 29-yard attempt. York's kick is good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We are set for the 2nd half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Once again, it's Barkley. He's got space inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jim DK, touchdown Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's Walker.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's Milroe to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Now a toss play, running left, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Now it's York for the PAT. He's got it, and the Seahawks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Eagles 14. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
The
Seattle.
kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes, and I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Drive will start on the ground. We'll get this to about midfield. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. In second and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 8. On play action, Milroe. Now he'll run it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And I think he was able to get it back. Yes, he was. That was so nearly the turnover the defense needed. They couldn't get it in time. Here's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw it with Milrow. That is caught at the 3. And he will score! Allen Pierce. Touchdown Seahawks. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
York now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it here with Saquon.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Milrow. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Dotson will bring it back. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Barkley, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Here's Elliott for the extra point. And he pulled this wide to the right. It's no good. That is a tough miss. So close, but no extra point. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Second and 11. So the 12th man, a factor here as it's a win for the Seahawks. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.